Heights, Illinois.
Here we go.
Justin Carstetter.
So a little bit more muscularity, a little bit shorter trunks here, obviously, but I think the big emphasis here is on the posing. Absolutely have to be able to display what you have.
One of our judges, Tom Platts. This is kind of a nod back to his era.
Right?
Classic.
Can't get much more classic than Tom Platts.
Nope. More poses in this class as well.
Right? But I think in this class more specifically, they almost encourage a little bit of individuality, right? Where in men's bodybuilding, maybe the poses are a little bit more standard, right? You have the option of vacuum, no vacuum, a little bit offset with your front double biceps. You add a little bit of flair to the posing.
Number 70, Zachary. Good look.
Looks confident, too.
Yeah, very, very
You
confident.
can see it in his eyes.
Really good overall flow and shape to his physique for sure.
And very good conditioning,
Good vacuum,
too.
good vacuum. If you can pull a good vacuum in classic bodybuilding, classic physique, I think it really makes it.
So, over under, how many C-bum stashes are we about to see? As I rock a mustache myself.
Over 10. So with only one class, they didn't split it into height. You know, we saw with the men's physique, they had a short and a tall class. So, you know, this makes it interesting because you can get an athlete like 94 here who's quite tall,
Right.
and then an athlete like Zach who's maybe, you know, kind of 5'6", 5'7", and then have them stand next to each other and have a very stark contrast of physiques.
Do you think in classic physique height matters a little bit in that they might favor kind of a taller guy like you know, you see in the Olympia like Chris Bumstead, but you see Terrence Ruffins
always fighting for that first spot, right?
So I don't know. What do
I
you
think
guys
it matters more how you fill out your frame, right? Because a tall guy doesn't inherently have an advantage for being tall if he's still thin, right?
Danny David.
Walking on heat. Number 7 looks
Very,
pretty
very
impressive,
well
too.
muscled athlete, number 7. Good conditioning.
So we just saw him in men's physique.
Yes. Yep. A little crossover here, right?
I think I prefer him in classic.
Him?
Yeah.
Is he crossing over?
Yes. Yeah, he was just in men's physique.
Oh, that's right. That was 7 in men's physique.
Yeah. So you'll see that, right? You'll see athletes cross over from class to class, like number 7 has. He was in men's physique. Now he's doing classic bodybuilding. You know, he's got a great build, so why not?
There's a vac.
65 here.
Tiny waist.
Class competitor. So this will be a good one. This will be a good top 3.
And this is your amateur classic bodybuilding.
I still
I think we saw 65 as well. Yeah, we saw him in men's physique A as well. We've got
Okay.
2 crossovers
I
here.
still think
All right,
70
gentlemen.
is the most impressive to me at this
Make it
point.
to the front of the
I'm
stage,
curious to see
please.
them all compared, though.
Yeah. So they're bring them all to center stage for the comparisons. Good lineup.
This is a good lineup.
Quads on 70.
70's holding that
70
pose
is-
very comfortably.
Gentlemen, you
Looks
can
very
shift
natural up there.
3 steps to your left, please. To your left. 1, 2, and 1 more. 3. Thank you. Better view for the judges. 69, can you take 1 step to your right, please? Thank you. All right, gentlemen, quarter turn to your right.
So we have 6 athletes, so this is going to be a little bit harder to tell who's first, second, right?
Right?
We don't
Quarter
have
turn
that
to your
odd
right,
number to
face
go
the
with.
rear.
They're moving these poses a little bit quicker. So 70 kind of held his pose,
Quarter turn to
slow
your
on
right.
the transition. He's not getting set up super quick, which may be good,
That
may
could
not
hurt
be
him.
good, right?
Yeah.
And quarter turn to
And I
your
think
right.
he just moved that one a little bit quicker. He might be kind of picking up on the speed there a little bit.
Really good
I
arms
have
as well.
number 65 and 71. Switch places, please.
There we go. 70 and
I think
Is that 65?
70.
All right,
Yes,
gentlemen,
I think
let's get
those
a
three are
front double
top two.
biceps.
I think 70's tan is really good.
Yeah.
His tan and glaze
Tan is good. Color's good. Got that glaze. Got that shine to his skin.
Relax. Quarter turn
I
to
think
your
he
right.
has just in general the most polished look for this
Side
class.
chest.
You'll notice too with men's
Side
physique
chest.
and the difference you can see in the shorts. We're seeing that here with the difference in trunks. You know, some of them have a little bit more glute, some of them a little bit
Relax.
more square shaped, some of them with a bit more of a
Side
V shape.
triceps.
I think you know, the two we're seeing in the middle there, their trunks are on point. I think it really kind of gives that clean,
Relax.
classic look.
Yeah.
Quarter turn to your right.
What do
face
you
the
think
rear.
about how you're seeing? Because when Classic Physique started, the shorts
Back
kind of
double
ran down
biceps.
below, and they've got kind of hiked up and up and up. And I know
Yeah.
in my season last year, I opted for a slightly higher cut
Yep.
to show off some glute. I know Leroy, you did last year.
Relax.
I mean, your glutes were insane. So
Quarter
I
turn
think
to
you have
your
to
right.
think
play
about
to your
that?
physique, right? So if your glutes are a little bit softer, there's no sense in showing the
Side
judges that, right?
chest.
So you'd want to hide it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Versus if your legs are one of your strong points, you know, within the division and within what you can do, you may as well show off.
for sure,
Yep.
Relax.
that's a good point, James.
Side triceps.
What do you think about making the distinction between open bodybuilding and classic in that regard? Do you
With the
think
Relax.
difference in trunks,
Yeah. Do you think they
I
should
think-
limit it a little bit, or like you?
I think they've probably
All
gone
right, let's
as
get an overhead
as short on the trunks
abdominals
as they
and
can
thighs.
before it starts
Yeah.
to just turn into bodybuilding trunks,
Yeah.
right? You know, I think what they've done with, I prefer this style of trunk myself to the original look. I think it just looks better.
I do too.
I think the biggest differential
I have
is
number
how you
65 and
pose
7
and your
switch
structure
places.
within these divisions compared to bodybuilding.
Number 71 and 69 switch places.
So moving guys from end to end, that might be just for a different look for the judges.
Could be, yeah.
I'm
All right,
not
let's
sure.
get another front double biceps.
You do see that periodically.
I think the best thing I've noticed here is there's no bad lighting on this lineup right now. Right?
Yeah,
We've
it's
seen other
even lighting
shows
across the stage.
recently that you know,
Relax.
center stage, fantastic lighting. As you get to the side, you're in a little
From
bit more
either
shadow.
side
Not
chest.
seeing that today.
Either
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
Relax. Side
I
triceps
think
either side.
from what I could tell, they have a pretty good lighting setup here. So hopefully on the live stream, it's coming through nicely.
Relax.
Really shows
Face
off
the
that,
rear,
that
gentlemen.
detail a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see a back double biceps.
So this on this really setting the hamstrings makes a big difference.
Yep.
That's the tricky part of hitting the
Relax.
back shots is setting that hamstring. I
Quarter
use
turn
kind of
to
a
your right.
twist into the floor
Yep.
approach. Do you guys use a similar?
Rotate your knees
Right.
out.
Yeah.
Yep. Knee out.
Get a
Dig
side
the
chest.
toes in. And I think something we saw in that back pose a little bit too was number 70 got really low
Relax.
into the pose,
Face
which
the front, gentlemen.
I personally don't really encourage for a shorter athlete because I think you
Get
lose a
another
little bit there.
abdominals
You want to give
and
yourself as much
thighs,
height as you
please.
can.
Well, and at the end of the day, you want to take up as much space on stage, no matter if you're, you know, 6 foot, 200 pounds, or 5 foot and 150 pounds, right? And that's where you saw
Relax.
there with you when you crunch down. You know, a lot of people will do it in the side chest as well, where they'll really
Victory
crunch
pose,
down
victory
and they'll
stance.
just look small on stage.
So this is a very classic, specific pose, the
overhead, there
victory
you
pose.
go.
Also,
Yeah.
very hard pose to pull off
Yeah.
well, right? You have to have the big arms.
Yeah.
You have to have the
Classic
thin
pose.
Leroy,
waist.
Leroy, you're
Relax.
good at this
A
one.
vacuum on this pose looks great.
Yes, it does.
Can I
think-
also get a twisting back pose?
Another
nice.
one, very technique driven. You can mess this up very
Yeah.
easily.
One
But
thing
looks
So you'll,
phenomenal if done right.
notice, you know,
Twisting back
standing,
pose.
lying. You know, number
you
70
go.
hit it exactly what it was supposed to be, right? You
Right.
step that front foot back. Well, he's dropping to the knee a little bit now. But you
Relax.
step that, you know, it's an iconic Arnold pose, right? You step that foot
All
back,
right.
twist into it. You know,
This is
look
the
at that
true
front arm.
Classic physique pose right here. Let's get a vacuum pose.
Here we
If you
go.
call a
We've
vacuum,
already
you got
seen,
it.
yep, we've seen 70
So
hit
this
this
one
very
you've got,
well.
yeah, you've got some freedom here with your positioning, right? So you've got
Nice.
kind of an ab and
There you go.
thigh.
Yes.
You know,
Good
you can
shot.
hit
so
an
7
archer.
is still crunching it down. I think that might hurt him in the
Relax.
training.
And that's the thing, right? If you can't pull it and it's a mandatory,
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
And I have.
That's one thing I do like about how they're running
Number
Classic
71,
here
please.
at the Mr. America. A lot of federations, there's very little distinction between the poses of
Number
bodybuilding and
7
Classic,
and 69
but
switch places.
there are some very Classic specific poses in this show, which I like. And actually was part of when I competed last year. I
And
debated
I
doing
have
Classic,
number
but
69 and
I
94
like the
switch
posing
places.
of bodybuilding better. But for certain guys like these guys on stage,
All right,
70
let's see, front
especially,
double
you know,
biceps.
you can really hit a nice vacuum and really those poses suit you well. Like, you really can bring a great look.
Relax.
So I like seeing that distinction between Classic and
Side chest
open
either side.
bodybuilding.
Yeah, I think that them defining it a bit more with those classic poses. You know, if they just, you know, some federations they call, you know, front double, side
Relax.
chest, back double, ab and thigh,
Side
classic
tricep
pose
to
of
the
choice,
side.
which is fine, but that's not differentiating maybe as much,
Right.
You don't have to do a lat spread and a
Relax.
most muscular, but
Face the
here,
rear,
you know, you're
face
seeing
the
them
rear.
call a vacuum pose, a
Yeah.
twisting bicep, you know, another classic
The
pose.
back
It's
double biceps.
defining the division a bit more.
I think you have to be smart with which ones you choose, though,
For sure,
right? If you
100%.
remember when the NBF brought Classic for the first time, they had a lot of different
Relax.
poses that a lot of people could not hit
Gentlemen,
very
face
well,
the
and it
front.
just didn't look great on stage. So I think they've kind of pulled that back a little bit.
Yep.
So there's definitely like a happy medium.
Oh, for sure, right? I
Let's
mean,
get one
you
more
go through
victory
the
pose.
you go through the encyclopedia, right? You've got Mantis, Archer, twisting, you know, a lot of the ones, you know, split leg down on the floor. You know, if you're gonna add classic
And
poses
relax,
in,
gentlemen,
then
relax.
you need to also make the call of like, okay, what are the odds that most athletes, ideally all athletes,
Awesome
could,
class, gentlemen. Thank
could
you
hit
very
this
much
pose?
for my long.
So we got some routines coming your way. First up to take the stage is going to be Justin Karstetter. So Justin, come on out. Let's see your routine. Show them what you got. You got the Mr. America stage for a couple minutes.
Sipping on straight chlorine, let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical, beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical, moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine, loving what I'm tasting. Venom on my tongue, depending at times. Poisonous vibration. Help my body run. I'm running for my life. Running for my life.
Gotta twist the wrists a little bit.
Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sipping on straight chlorine. Fall out of formation. I plan my escape from walls they can find. Rebel red gun.
Justin Karstetter, your legacy has been made because you did your presentation on the Mr. America stage. Come on now. Next up, we got Ramon Tadros. Come on out, Ramon, and let's see something.
I'm not sure how they determine who gets to do a routine.
I believe it's
Supposed to be
top,
top
five.
Top
Yeah.
five. Is it top five?
I know God breathe on this. 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 I know He got His hands on this. I know we got a chance on this. No, I never planned on this. I might need
Good amount of mass through the upper body.
Yeah. Arms are impressive.
Let me know something. Who y'all with? Don't know nothing. I know this. I know God breathe on 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 this. Breathe on this. Breathe on this.
Breathe on it.
Triceps. Next up to take the stage, put your hands together for Owen Thompson. Thompson.
Once I saw what the Lord do, God the Son, all the glory. God the Father, like Maury. Don't care what you say, nothing on me. I don't care about the lawyer fees. I don't care about your loyalties. Gotta solve it all for me. Trust, man, he a failure. Trust ain't gotta heal you. Dustin, he a Hoffman. Don't fall what they offering, fall far too often, yeah. Call God, but don't call it enough. Fall down, but don't fall in love. I know God is all in us. I know God breathe on this. I know God breathe on this. I know God breathe on this. I know God breathe on
Owen
this.
Thompson.
Doesn't seem like it,
Good
no.
Classic shots.
Is it house
Welcome to the
music for
stage,
this?
the authority,
That's what it looks like.
Danny David.
A little bit odd, right?
David.
Classic, you would expect that the emphasis would be on the routine a little bit more, where you might have your own music, but or maybe they just chose not to have their own music. Could have been a
possible.
personal
I don't
decision.
Back. Putting on some finishing touches. Danny David's gonna come on out when they get the music set, and he's making his way to the stage. Here we go. Make some noise for Danny David.
Did those ideas ever really come to life?
Men's physique winner.
Yep.
See if he can repeat here. Definitely a contender. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely in the fight for it.
He needs to smash that hamstring up against that back leg.
Yeah.
That'll help him in his posing.
You know where to find me. They cannot define me. So they
Good conditioning.
crucify me. House of flames when I leave. Come and purify me. Come and sanctify me. You the air that I breathe. A ultra light beam. Brought a gift to know thee. All she want was night.
I like that pose better with his legs switched.
God is still alive.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
His front leg.
Now this
bend.
is a
front leg
deceptively hard pose. I mean, look at the balance that he has to hold there, right?
Yeah,
Squeezing everything as hard as you can, balancing on 1.5 feet.
yeah.
By Danny David. Come on now. That's how you put it together right there. The authority, Danny David.
Great routine.
Next competitor in this lineup to do his routine, number 65, Angelito Roseland. Roseland.
Men's physique A winner.
So potential to see a face-off of these last two competitors who've already faced off once today.
Up in another category.
Found you when your heart was broke. I filled your cup until it overflowed. Took it so far to keep you close. I was afraid to leave you on your own. I said I'd catch you if you fall.
Definitely a good poser.
And if they laugh at more. And then I'd
Good
catch
song.
you off your knees, put you right back on your feet.
I like it
So
too.
you can take it
Great vacuum pose there.
Tell me how's it feel sitting over there.
He's getting through a lot of poses in this routine, but I'd like to see him hold them just a little bit longer.
What was that?
Just like to see him hold his poses a little bit longer.
Just longer, holding them.
Welcome to the stage, Zachary Munoz.
I think this was our favorite to win. Yep.
Munoz.
Music. Bueller. Back to you, Bob.
It's a good pose for him right there.
Tom Platz is nodding his head right now. It's probably a good sign.
Absolutely.
The symmetrical Zachary Munoz.
Still going. A little bit of a
Not
change
done
up
yet.
of the pace here, yeah.
Showing some very different angles. He's definitely practiced this one.
Hey, don't just throw something like this together. If there is a best poser award, I think we have our
Yeah.
top contender right here.
That's
He's
my
very
vote.
well put together. Now, I'm more of a fan of this style of posing than the first that he did. A little bit more dramatic, hold
Yeah.
the pose.
Yeah.
But you have to have really good timing to do what he did with the first part of the routine here.
Really great music choice.
There you go. Zachary Munoz.
Might still be going, actually. Psych.
Very well put together.
Excellent.
By Zachary Munoz.
He's still going.
He's
We got a
still
part
going.
2, we got a part 3. When a routine looks like that, you can have all the parts you want. Justin Carstetter, Zachary Munoz, Ramon Tedros, Owen
He has the
Thompson,
physique to
Danny
show
David,
too.
and
I
Angelo
think he's gonna
Roseland.
win that class.
We have
Yeah.
all 6. It would be
So-
nice to see all 6. I know Zach's here.
It's
Just
really-
last, but he's gonna come to the stage.
It's
Zachary
really good to see,
Munoz, come on back out
somebody
here.
with a great physique like that to be able to present it like that as well.
Where did Zachary Munoz go? He was just here a second ago. Couldn't have went that far. Zachary Munoz,
He
where you at,
passed
man?
out after too long of a routine.
Here he comes. Wow. Classic bodybuilding.
Surprise,
Made
coming
us
from the other
run
side
after
there.
him today, but we got him
Other
on
end.
Try to mix
stage
up the judges a little bit.
at the perfect time. So if I call your number, go ahead and take a step on this front line here. Number 69, number 94, and number 71. All 3 of you can step on this front line here. Gonna get some medals to commemorate your journey to the Mr. America stage, because once you compete on the Mr. America stage, your legacy is made and sealed forever.
That's what we saw eating the rice cakes.
Is
A check-in.
Yeah.
Turns out it worked.
Seems to
All
have.
right, take those pictures and be sure to hashtag MRA22 at Mr. America Official. Thanks, guys. Yep, hit this classic shot. There you go. Good stuff. That was a close call there. And you guys can file off stage. And let's take that 3rd place medal to competitor number 65, Angelito Roseland.
Good physique overall, just maybe a little bit under conditioned compared to the top 2.
2022 Mr.
A little bit more
America
separation through their
Classic
legs for
Bodybuilding
sure.
champion, Number 70, Zachary Munoz.
As expected.
Well done. Yep.
Really great work.
The authority, Danny David. Let's take a shot. Put the champion in the middle. Zachary get in the middle. Let's take a picture. We got Greg from Gym M80 here. Gym 80 is here. Go to gym80.us to customize your equipment at your gym. Don't just settle for white machines and black upholstery. Customize your machinery with whatever color and upholstery you would like. This is the guy to talk to right here. Greg.
Really impressive.
Okay, let's get Zach
He is
in there all by himself.
ZachMunoz.fitness on Instagram.
This is his moment. Mr. America,
I found him on
baby,
Instagram.
background. Come on now.
Natty News Daily, Zachary, you're getting a follow, my friend.
Don't talk to the big post side picture above the fireplace.
Really great work, Zach.
Mr. America, amateur classic bodybuilding champion.
Done.
Zachary,
Followed.
you.